Welcome. It's the Fish and Chip Podcast. We are back end of the week here. We got a lot to dive into today, but apparently Fish and Chip Podcast has a fish story starting with Chip Daly over there. Let's hear about this there, Chip.
A fish story? Yes. After we recorded for Tuesday, we recorded on Monday. I was at my northern studio and went out fishing. On a boat, as people do when they fish. I was not really prepared to fish. I was on the boat with two other people that were not fishing. They're just relaxing, my sister and boyfriend. And I was like, I'll just pass the time and throw some casts out there. And I caught a northern pike. Didn't have a net, so I got it up to the side of the boat and kind of lifted it up by the line, which sliced my finger a little bit. But that's not the main problem. Was the hook was stuck in the fish's mouth, and I didn't have anything else to go at it, so I just went at it with my hand. And if you know fish at all, northern like to flop around, and they're pretty strong. And as my hand was on the lure, it was a lure with two hooks, two triple hook things.
Two grapple hooks.
Yes, two. Count them, two. As I was going at it, trying to get the front hook out of the mouth, the fish flopped around, and the back hook of the lure impaled my finger and went all the way through it. So that was an event.
But you're playing through injury today.
I'm playing through injury. We got it out. I was, for some reason, very calm during all of it. I was just like, oh, well, my finger's stuck. And so after I was impaled by it, my hand was stuck. The fish was still stuck. So my hand was basically attached to this fish.
Yeah, so the fish is attached to the lure, which the lure is attached to your hand. So you're all just attached together.
Yep. And it was
lovely feeling.
Just lovely like, feeling. And then it decided to, do a little barrel roll again. Well, my finger was there. So that was
yum.
Nice. But luckily it fell off and the fish was fine.
Good and juicy.
It meaning the fish fell off, not my finger. My finger's fine. I have a hole in it, but it's fine.
Nobody cares about you. We all care about the fish.
The fish is fine.
PETA, man. Come on.
Yeah. The fish returned home with a story to tell.
Good catch and release there, Chip.
Thank you. Just like they drew it up in the books.
All right. Well, we are the Fish and Chip Podcast on Twitter at Fish and Chip Pod, most places you get your podcast. Let's dive into some real talk today about sports. As we all
what are you talking about? Real talk? That is a sport. Fishing is a sport. Dangerous sport.
We have the match in the world of golf. Tom Brady is partnering back up TB12 with Phil Mickelson, the recent PGA champion, to take on a new opponent.
Phil.
And the new opponents are going to be Bryson DeChambeau and Aaron Rodgers. This is going to take place in July, I believe.
Yes.
Should be interesting.
Yeah.
With everything that's going on around Aaron Rodgers. Phil just winning the major, like I talked about. Tom Brady obviously winning the Super Bowl this last year, and then Bryson DeChambeau, a long ball hitter. Should be fun to watch. Intriguing, at least. However, that might not be the biggest golf news of the week. So during the, I believe after Saturday's round at the PGA Championship, Brooks Koepka, who is obviously a huge fan of Bryson DeChambeau. If you don't know, they don't like each other. Or he at least doesn't like Bryson. He was doing an interview, which most of these videos have been taken down now. It was a video that he was doing an interview. He was interrupted during it, dropped some profanity, and basically the guy was like, okay, we're going to start the interview over. Scratch that, but we're going to have a good laugh about this in the TV room or whatever later. And anyway, it got leaked.
All over Twitter.
I transcribed it.
Ooh.
Transcripted it. So here we go. Basically, he was asked how the conditions were out there and how he was able to still shoot a good score that day. And he was commenting about the putting and how it was really bad day to putt because the wind was a really big issue. So Brooks Koepka started off by saying, I don't know what the other guys have said about it, or I just found it really difficult to read the greens, basically. Sometimes, and then Bryson DeChambeau happens to be walking behind as this interview is going on, and he goes, "Just got to start the ball on the right line." And Brooks goes, "Sometimes, lost my train of thought here in that bowl." Christ. Just big eye rolls because he hates Bryson to begin with, and then Bryson has to interrupt his interview. So anyway, the interviewer goes, "Okay, we'll start over. We're going to start over, but we're going to enjoy this in the TV compound later." And Brooks is like, "I honestly wouldn't even care." It's not news to anybody that Brooks does not like Bryson. He's complained about him a long time about how slow he plays, how much time he takes to hit each shot, and it just takes forever. And Brooks is the type of guy that likes to just commit to a shot, get up there and hit it, play fast, which in all honesty is most people. But some people on tour take advantage maybe a little bit too much at times. So they fought back and forth. I believe going back to President's Cups or Ryder Cups in the past, Brooks has requested and made it very clear that he will not play with Bryson during the tournament. So this is just another part of the feud. Some people are calling Brooks a baby about it and saying that he's annoying, but I just fully support the guy. I just love it.
There was more to it on Twitter.
And then, yes, so this is what I'm weighing into. The reason why I'm covering this story is because this has created a whole lot of memes, GIFs, whatever you might have out of this interview, comments that have happened, and the major eye roll that Brooks gave as Bryson walked behind him. There's a lot of funny pictures that have been created and photoshopped out there. But on Twitter, our boy Tom Brady, going to be part of the match going up against Bryson, had some funny banter with Aaron Rodgers. You want to describe some of these tweets, Chip? That'd be great.
Well, backing up a second. After the match, people were announced. Brooks Koepka tweeted at Aaron Rodgers, just said, "Sorry, bro." Playing or being partners with Bryson. And then Bryson, an hour after that, replied to Brooks and said, "It's nice to be living rent-free in your head." So they got some beef going on.
Christ.
And then Tom Brady, the meme master, was he actually saying something to Aaron Rodgers, or just the memes that you're talking about?
The memes. The memes were saying the memes were speaking to Aaron and Bryson.
Yes.
The trash talk has already began, and he may have learned a little bit behind Phil Mickelson, but also might be a great trash talker himself. So they're going to build this event up with a lot of trash talk, I feel like.
Yeah. I feel like it's kind of weird to describe a meme, but we can just retweet him on a Twitter account. You can go look at him.
Basically, it's Brooks Koepka's eye roll with Bryson behind him. Yes. And then the memes basically are like, Bryson excited to be here. And that's like logo, or that's like typed over Bryson. And then it's Aaron Rodgers being Koepka and being like, Aaron Rodgers realizing that he has to play with Bryson all day.
Yes. Or Aaron Rodgers eye rolling. And then in the background is Bryson. And it's the Packers kicking a field goal down by 7.
Yeah. Yes. Good old trash talk. I love it.
Good job, Tom.
All in fun, but also maybe not so much fun in actual reality. But there's your golf drama this week, baby. Lots to talk about. All right, let's switch lanes even bigger. We go from golf to the Olympics.
Same thing, kind of. Can be sometimes, some years, some.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Golf is in the Olympics.
Yeah. The 2020 Summer Olympics of 2021 are to be held in July in Tokyo, but Japan is not doing so hot with the coronavirus right now. I read some reports and I heard it on the news, but Japan as a whole had their second highest peak of cases around May 13th. So across the whole pandemic, they had the second highest daily total, and only 2% of the population is vaccinated, compared to like around 60% of the U.S. has at least one. So one of Japan's major newspapers is asking for the Olympics just to be canceled. This paper is a major sponsor of the Tokyo Games. I think the number said they've contributed like $3.6 billion with a B to the Olympics. And it's the second largest circulated newspaper in the world behind another Japanese company. So they're not feeling confident with what's going on over there, especially with all these other people coming in from around the world. So it's supposed to start in like a month and a half. And some of the major news companies in Japan are asking for it to just cancel, not even postpone it again, just straight up cancel it. So yeah, we got a short amount of time basically left for the Olympics to see if some major changes might happen, but we'll let you know.
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
It's going to happen. It's 100% going to happen.
In Japan?
I don't think they'll be able to move it anywhere because nowhere else is prepped for the events to take place in their city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it takes a long time to prep for the Olympics. I think it's going to happen. I think fans might be restricted from even coming at all, but I think it's going to happen. They're not going to back down this year. After canceling it one year, they're not going to let it move again. You know, and they're not going to cancel it altogether. But the last time I believe that they were canceled outright was World War II. So I really believe that they're going to happen this year.
Yeah, I mean, I hope they do, but Japan sounds like, for whatever reason,
Japan's going to make a lot of money off of this, and money drives the world. So they're going to be like, yeah, if you guys still want to send your athletes, let's do it. And they're going to do it. So,
yeah, I guess we'll see.
People are just getting to the point with this pandemic. It's been over a year, and they're just like, we're ready to just screw it. If we get it, we get it. You know, like, we're vaccinated. You guys might not be, but we're going to do it anyway.
Yeah, if you're vaccinated, but only 2% of the Japanese population is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the athletes, though, the other countries are like, we're vaccinated. If you're not, whatever. We're still going to do it.
Yeah, okay.
That's my analysis on this.
I can see that. Speaking of Olympics, one of the greatest gymnasts. Wait.
Play the sound chip.
I was just going to do a little prelude, but all right, we'll play.
It's time for Dan's favorite athlete on earth today. It's time for Chip to Talk.
Simone Biles, the crazy human. I don't know how to describe her. She's nuts with gymnastics.
She may be the best gymnastic athlete ever.
Yeah, I think so. The Michael Jordan of gymnastics. LeBron, maybe? I don't know. That debate's for you to decide, not me. Anyway, this past weekend, she was competing in the U.S. Classic gymnastics competition thing and became the first woman ever to land a Yurchenko double pike in competition. I watched it.
And she landed it for the first time, I believe, in practice about a week beforehand.
Yeah.
I saw the video of it in practice.
Oh, I didn't see the practice one.
I did. And then she did it in competition. Nuts.
And apparently, from what I heard in the competition, is that she had to slow down while she was doing it because she was almost doing too many flips.
Yes. And actually, when she landed, she kept going.
Yeah, because her momentum
it wasn't a stick. It wasn't a stick. Like, it was a land and kept like couple steps to gather, but like that's how much momentum she had. She couldn't slow down.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So maybe we'll see something even more catastrophically awesome in the future.
There was some, I guess, backlash with her doing it by the judges and stuff. So I guess in these competitions, they give they give them a score, but they also give them a difficulty rating. I assume it's out of 10. They gave this move, which has never been done in competition by a female, a 6.6. And Simone and her coach were kind of like, that seems really low for what I just did. But people, at least the New York Times reported, are speculating the move is too dangerous for most people to do. So the judges didn't want the score to be too high, so people didn't try it all the time because I guess you can hurt yourself too easily. And Simone's like, well, I can do it, so why should I be punished for being able to do it? But
judge me how you will, but I'm going to do this and look awesome.
Yeah, and that's basically what she said in an interview after. Like, they asked her, since you're not getting scored for it very hard, are you going to keep doing it? And she's like, yeah, I'm going to do it because I can.
Get ready, Tokyo. I'm coming with this.
Yep. Yeah, it's nuts. I swear I heard the announcer for this event say she did it 4 times that day, too.
I believe it.
I don't, she just kept doing it. Yeah. Like, wow. And no one else has done it. Even I think
on the women's side.
Yeah, even the first guy to do it, I think I saw this. He said Simone did it much better than he ever did.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Goat.
Yep.
All right, with that, congrats to her. Get ready for the Olympics. The match is coming in July. We are coming back segment 2. We got NFL, a couple little NFL things we got to discuss, and then NBA playoff update. Coming back, Fish and Chip Podcast next. Hey, Fish and Chip Nation. This is Dan Fish alongside Chip Daly, letting you know that we make our podcasts on Anchor, and it's got to be the easiest thing available out there. We're able to upload it everywhere you get your podcasts, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Machine, Amazon, most places you get your podcasts. But what else can it do, Chip?
What else can it do? Good question, Dan. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right on your phone or computer. You can make money with no minimum listenership. It's basically everything you need to make a podcast at one place. Pretty incredible.
Pretty incredible. Go to anchor.fm or
download the free Anchor app to get started on your very own podcast.
Welcome back to the Fish and Chip Podcast. Hello, Phil Mickelson again. You get this whole week. You probably get the whole
You're
month.
An old boy, but you win the championship.
Old boy, but the win championship. Yes. We're probably going to talk about you until the match, and then you're going to win that, and then we're going to talk about you even longer.
Yeah, let's do it. Love it.
The Phil Mickelson Podcast.
Fish and Chip Podcast, we're back. All right, NFL talk. There is a person that is retiring, and we have to celebrate it. Adam Vinatieri is going to hang it up after 24 years in the NFL.
Wow.
I believe 4-time Super Bowl champ out of South Dakota State University. Pride of the Jackrabbits. Only reason the Patriots won a couple Super Bowls. LOL.
Yep, not Tom.
Yeah, congrats on a great career, though, for real. Love the guy.
You will be missed.
But how old
Gone
is
forever.
He's like 43 or 44, isn't he? No, he's like 45.
Adam Vinatieri. He is 48.
What? Oh my gosh, he's so old.
Wow, I didn't know he's that old.
He spent half of his career in the NFL, or half of his life in the NFL.
That's wild.
Nuts. All right. Anyway, moving on. We mentioned the Julio Jones comments that came out on FS1 this week. However, there might be some backlash coming. So it was a very awkward interview because Skip Bayless was trying to argue with Shannon Sharpe about Julio is going to go to Dallas. Like, they're going to snatch him up. And Shannon Sharpe's like, no way he's going to Dallas. He wants to win. Can't win in Dallas. So he's like, I'm going to call him. So he just calls him on the phone and like is literally holding his phone right above his lapel mic. And Julio answers. And I don't think Julio knew he was on the air when he was saying this.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, he's like, you going to Dallas? No, I'm not going to Dallas. Well, what about Atlanta? You staying in Atlanta? Like, no, I'm out of there. Anyway, so it's very unknown whether or not Julio knew if he was on the air or not, which could throw Fox and Shannon Sharpe into a lot of hot water here. Because if Julio would want to press charges, it's technically illegal to interview a person and disclose what your interview was about unless you have the person's permission. So Shannon Sharpe didn't disclose that he was going to be interviewed on live television when he called him. So if Julio would want to push this into the court system and sue him, Shannon Sharpe would actually be eligible for up to a $10,000 fine, I believe, or up to 1 year in prison.
Wow.
Which is just nuts. But also, this is where it gets sticky with the NFL's agreement as far as television is concerned. Obviously, Fox and the NFL have a contract between them to cover games. And the NFL could possibly come down on Fox and, either fine them for breach of contract or possibly even take games away from them to broadcast because of this breach of contract. So because of this stupid decision by Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to be kind of surprised if something would come about this. I'd be kind of surprised if he wasn't fired over this, because this would cost possibly the network a lot of money.
Wow. Yeah, when I mentioned it on Tuesday, I just saw like the 15-second clip, and I just assumed Julio was the guest, but apparently not. He was literally on. It was literally on his cell phone, and he's holding it over his mic so that as he's talking over speakerphone, it's playing into Shannon Sharpe's mic. Wow.
So, little interesting thing there to follow up possibly on the next few weeks.
That is wild. Yes, we will have to.
Hey, I've never seen anything like this, but I was just like, I literally watched the whole thing, and he's just like pulling out his phone. He's like, I'm gonna call him. I'm just done. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna call him. I'm gonna call him. And he just calls him on live television.
It doesn't say like, hey, Ron.
Hey, he's just like, hey, Julio, how you doing? How you doing, man? You doing good? All right. Tell me about Atlanta. You going back to Atlanta? No, man, I'm out of there. It's like, all right, you're not going to go to Dallas. Like, you want to win, right? Yeah. You know I can't win in Dallas.
Wow.
He's like, yeah, Dallas ain't even on my radar. I'll never go to Dallas. It's so bad. It's like tampering, too, on top of it.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yep, that's not ideal. Good luck,
right,
Fox.
Yeah, good luck. This is going to be a story, man. Especially if Julio would be like upset about this. Granted, I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Like, if he would like throw a fit about it, like, hey, I didn't know I was on TV. This makes me look really bad. It's wrecking my, my fans' relationship. It's defamation. I'm going to sue you. It could get really ugly, but I don't think he's going to do that.
Do you know Julio Jones?
Wait, yeah, what?
Do you know his real name's not Julio?
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, I guess I didn't realize that. It's Quintorris Lopez Jones.
Yeah, I did know it wasn't his real name, but I didn't know exactly what it was. I thought it was something kind of weird. Not weird, but like uncommon.
Yeah. Quintorris. Interesting.
Yeah. Julio. Anything else NFL-wise?
Got some jersey talk.
Let's do it.
Not new jerseys, but oh, wow. I can go so many ways with new jerseys. Talk about the state. Could talk about team designs, but nope, we're talking about numbers.
Numbers.
We've mentioned it a few times that there's new rules for jersey swapping and such number swapping things, and there's my list. Okay, so players in the NFL can switch their numbers this year. If they're on an existing team and they want to switch, they have to buy out the stock of inventory of the jerseys that are for sale. So, like, if Julio Jones was staying in Atlanta and wanted to switch.
Dalvin Cook in Minnesota wants to switch from 33 back to his old college uniform, number 4, he would have to buy out all the 33 uniforms.
Yes.
There you go. Got your back.
Thank you. So far, there have been a few that have done this. It's a long list. I'm not going to go over all of them. Just some big names I noticed. DJ Moore, wide receiver, is with the Panthers. He was number 12. He's going to be number 2. Leonard Fournette, who's been with the Bucks. Has he been there 2 years now or just 1?
He just got signed last year.
Okay. So he's going from 28 to 7. He probably didn't have too many jerseys out there with that stacked team.
Nope, and he wore number 7 in college. He wore number 27 with the Jaguars, obviously, because he couldn't have 7. 27 was taken by Ronald Jones, so that's why he was 28 last year. Now he's going back to 7.
Yes. Sterling Shepard, wide receiver for the Giants, going from 87 to 3.
Number he wore in college.
Robert Woods, wide receiver with the Rams, going from 17 to 2. Hollywood Brown with the Ravens, going from 15 to 5. Let's see. Cam Akers, he was a rookie last year with the Rams, going from 23 to 3. Lots of people on new teams are switching. No surprise. That's free for them then.
Obviously, rookies that now have this ability to be different numbers are going to be wearing them. Mm-hmm. Like potentially Devontae Smith could wear 6 now, even though he's a wide receiver. So there's stuff like that that's going on, but we're just kind of keeping an eye on it. We'll see. Yeah. As the season gets closer, we might see some more people change. So
the main reason why I'm bringing this up too is because there was a headline about Cowboys linebacker Jalen Smith switching from 54 to number 9. I don't know how long he's been with Dallas, a few years, I assume. But the headline...
he's on his second contract, so I think it's about 5 or 6.
Okay. His price to make that switch was in the mid 6 figures, so like probably $600,000, $500,000 just to switch from 54 to 9. Or if you wait 1 year, you can do it for free, because then like they only produce the jerseys for this upcoming season.
Yeah.
But he must be afraid someone's going to take the number 9 or something.
He could buy it out for probably like $100,000 the next year.
Yeah, right. Just because it's probably going to be a rookie that gets it or something.
Or another like third string quarterback.
Yeah. He just wants that Tony Romo number.
Gotta have it.
Yes. So that's costly switch.
We'll be sure to keep track of this in the offseason. This is probably one of our biggest offseason stories as far as the NFL is concerned.
Yes.
Especially since I'm not too interested in the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers story.
New numbers. Aaron Rodgers was in Hawaii.
All right. NBA playoffs have continued. Let's just run through the slate. As of Wednesday night's games ending, I know this is Friday already, but we don't have Thursday night's action done yet. Here is how the playoffs sit through 2 games per series. So every series is now through 2 games after Wednesday's action. 76ers in the East, up 2-0 over the Wizards. The Knicks climbed back and tied up the series 1-1 with the Hawks after losing game 1. The Bucks obliterated the Heat in game 2 after winning game 1 in overtime. And now they have a 2-0 lead in the East. The Nets also had a blowout win over the Celtics in game 2. They are up 2-0. So 3 of the games in the East, or 3 of the series in the Eastern Conference are 2-0, and the Knicks and Hawks 4-5 matchup is 1-1. In the West, the Lakers were able to draw even with the Suns while Chris Paul was limited in minutes with his shoulder injury after game 1, and that series is now tied up 1-1. Blazers lost game 2 after winning game 1, so that series is tied up 1-1 with the Nuggies. The Mavericks, even though I picked the Clippers, is making me so happy. Luka, another great performance, up 2-0, going back home against the Clippers now. So possible sweep, maybe? Who knows? And then the Grizzlies and Jazz. The Jazz dropped game 1. Donovan Mitchell was not happy that he was not allowed to play due to an ankle injury that's been sidelining him for a while. He did come back for game 2 and even it up 1-0. Anyway, Thursday night's action that we have not been able to cover were the Bucks and Heat, Lakers and Suns, Blazers, and Nuggets. That is my NBA update. Chip.
Woo! NHL is still happening. Fill you in next week.
Sounds good to me. That's all I need to know. We got a game time coming up next. I got a game today. Probably going to shock you. Might have some interesting things occur. Make sure you stay tuned. Fish and Chip Podcast. Next.
Welcome our new partner to the Fish and Chip Podcast. If you want to know more about Thrive Fantasy, ask Chip.
Come prop up on Thrive Fantasy this season. Thrive Fantasy is a daily fantasy sports app for player props. They have eliminated the need to do countless hours of research because they only ask you about the top-tier athletes in respective sports. They have awarded over $1.5 million in prizes since launching in only 2018. Use promo code FISH when you sign up to receive an instant deposit match between $20 and $50.
Download Thrive Fantasy on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store by visiting their website, www.thrivefantasy.com. Sign up using promo code FISH, hashtag prop up today. Welcome back to the Fish and Chip Podcast. That was really loud and aggressive, but I got it anyway. It's a game today. Dan Fish is in charge of it with Chip Daly. We've played this game before. Today I felt like it was a good day to bring back an old game. It's What Number Am I? NBA Playoff Round 1 edition. So you got to pick the NBA. I give you an NBA player. You got to pick. Tell me what their number is.
Uh-oh.
Basically, I tried to pick one person from each series. I believe I left the Grizzlies and Jazz series out because I figured most of those guys, you probably knew their number. But I gave you a lot of big names in this too, so it should be pretty easy. We'll see how you do,
huh?
All right. Number 1. Let's start you off pretty easy here, buddy.
Anthony Edwards. He's number 1.
No, you got to be in the playoffs in the first round, buddy.
He's in the playoffs in the first round. In my heart.
Okay. I'm just shaking my head over here. SMH, as the kids say. All right. Luka Doncic. Dallas Mavericks. What number he wear? I believe I asked you this last time we played this game.
Yeah, I know you did. It's really weird. Like 77. 57. 70.
What's your final answer there, bro?
77.
That'd be a ding ding.
All right.
Good start. All right. From the Milwaukee Bucks, Drew, J-R-U-E Holiday.
23.
Close.
24.
No. 21.
22. Oh.
21. New team this year. He was with the Pelicans for the last few.
That's right. That's why I didn't know. Just kidding.
All right. This guy was traded during the season from the Atlanta Hawks to the Los Angeles Clippers. Rajon Rondo, champion from last season.
So single digit?
Yep.
He used to be 9, right? Or something? 9?
He used to be.
He's not 9 again?
Nope.
3.
Close. He's back to his old college number from Kentucky, number 4.
Oh.
All right. From the Brooklyn Nets, Blake Griffin.
God. I don't even know what number he was in Detroit.
He's worn 23 his entire career until he moved to Brooklyn.
Is it a single digit?
Yes.
8.
No. It's one of his other digits from his old number.
3.
No, it's 2. I couldn't narrow it down anymore.
I know.
That. All right, I'll try to get you back on track. A former Timberwolf, Robert Covington from the Portland Trailblazers. Rocco.
Is he probably not 33 anymore?
No, but he's got a similar number.
32.
Not in the 30s.
44. 22. Not similar as in repeating number?
No.
Okay. 23.
Ding, ding. I'll give you that one, baby.
Thank you.
I was like, 33. Similar number. 23. Yeah, minus 10. All right, here we go. From the Boston Celtics, this man was traded this year. Evan Fournier. He has a very interesting number. I don't know why he picked this number.
Is it above 50?
Yeah, it's way above 50.
98.
Not quite.
Is it in the 90s?
Yes, it is. I'll give you one more chance at it.
94.
Ding, ding.
Oh, wow. So I was going to say 93, but switch it at the last second.
Yeah, I got no clue why he picked that number when he got
That's
traded.
weird.
All right, from the Denver Nuggets was also a teammate of Evan Fournier down in Orlando, Aaron Gordon.
Orlando.
I told you his number when he got traded.
Yeah, I don't remember
on the show. There's a reason behind it. You want me to jog your memory?
Yes.
It involves Dwayne Wade and the dunk contest.
Number 10? 9?
No.
11. I don't remember what Dwayne Wade gave him. 7? 8?
Dwayne Wade screwed up his score, and he was the one that interviewed him and said, "Why did you pick this number?" And he said, "Well, because I have the most of these in dunk contest history."
50?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's number 50.
Oh, I thought he's still a low number.
Nope. Switched from 00 to number 50.
Interesting.
Then he threw shade at Dwayne Wade in an interview.
You deserve it, Dwayne.
All right, Washington Wizards, Russell Westbrook.
See, not 0.
Yeah, it's not 0.
Is it 00?
No.
2.
No. Back to his college number 4.
I don't remember if we went to.
Actually, I don't even know. UCLA. I don't know if it was high school or college. He's at a UCLA.
That's right.
About the same time as Kevin Love, maybe just before him.
I think they were teammates there.
They might have been. They might have overlapped a little bit. Yeah. All right. Phoenix Suns. Jay Crowder. This one also has historical relevance to the show. I've got a lot of repeat numbers on here, whether it was from this original game or from something we've talked about before, like Aaron Gordon. This is one we've definitely talked about.
He was my first NBA Top Shots moment that I purchased.
Well, then you should definitely know.
I sold them now.
Did you make money off that?
No. all those prices are going way down. It's losing its mojo already.
Losing the luster.
I feel like it's either in the 30s or in the 50s or 60s. Neither.
It had relevance to a show that we did. And I believe a game that I did on a certain show or episode.
I mean, we have 129 of them, so I don't know. I don't know, man.
99.
Oh.
Duh, because we had all these games around 99 and 100.
Yep.
Remember?
Nope.
Gosh.
I forget things on purpose.
All right, you're 4 of 9 so far. This is your last one. And you got to get this one right. All right, this boy, this boy. Just
Phil
tied up the
Mickelson.
series with the Hawks from the New York Knicks. Formerly Duke Blue Devil, RJ Barrett. What number is he wearing?
That's not a big name to me.
Oh, Chip. Come on, I saved the best for last.
5.
15. College. That's what he wore in college, so I'll give credit for that.
Okay, that's why.
He's a single digit who wore 5 in college.
Is it higher than 5?
Yes.
Is it 9?
Yeah! I love it. 50% right on the nose. Got the last one. That was the one I cared about the most.
All right.
The boy.
Sure, if you asked me the same question tomorrow, I would probably get it wrong.
Yeah. It's like when the NBA insiders on TNT did who he played for, and they asked Charles Barkley these questions. He went like 0 for 5. Then the next week they asked him the same questions, and he didn't get anything. Yeah,
That'd be me.
That nice. All right. Thanks, Chip. That was fun.
Thank you.
Fish and Chip Podcast on Twitter at Fish and Chip Pod, Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, the Google Machine, Amazon, most places you get your podcast. Remember, hashtag Profit Thrive Fantasy. Promo code Fish. We'll keep you updated at NBA. and NHL postseasons, as well as the upcoming Olympics, the upcoming match, and any NFL numbers / off-season news to be acquired. Make sure you listen to Scaled and Icy.
Oh,
21 Pilots out there. Great album. Great album. Listen to it on Spotify, where you can also hear our podcast.
Wow. Look at that. We're on the same platform again.
Love it. We're at the same level.
Yeah.
Not the quite. All right.
We're both on Spotify. You know, can't get any higher than that.
Chip Daly over there, Dan Fish right here. Thanks for listening. Stay sweet, University.